Gaffer, it's Grimsby up next. What do you want to see from the team to go and deliver 3 points at Blundell Park?
Passionate performance. I'm sure we'll take loads of away fans, and they'll be right behind us like they were last year. It'll be a good ground to go and visit and play. It's always partisan support there, and yeah, we'll enjoy the challenge. But what we want is a really good, passionate away performance with substance and style behind it. You know, we want the points.
Looking at the opposition, they sit just outside the playoff places. Their manager called Saturday's defeat to Swindon one of their worst performances in a long time. But where do you see their strengths lying?
I watched the game back. You know, I actually don't think it was that bad. I think they started strong, did Swindon, and there were a couple of typical League Two goals that went in, ricochets and balls back in. Essentially, the wind played a part in that game too. And so, you know, what we've looked at their squad, and they've got good, strong squad at this level, and that's why they've progressed this season. And they played a couple of different formations recently, but we'll prepare for both. But really concentrate on ourselves and trying to get a couple back on the pitch, and you know, we're looking forward to a strong display.
One of his comments after the game was that he felt they were maybe outworked a little bit as a one-off occasion on Saturday. Coming up to the period of fixtures we're in and how busy it is, just how important are those two attributes, always trying to work harder than your opposition, especially at this time of the season, to pick up as many points as you can?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, we always stress the importance of that to our players, because that's why we've got here. You know, we've outrun teams and outwilled them, and you've got to be willing and able to do that. You've got to be athletic enough. Even you see the top end of the game now, right, the elite level, people talking about that transition and counter-attacking at pace, and if you haven't got the legs or desire to work both ends of the pitch, box to box, you get taken out of games. But when games they are decided on fine margin, especially in League Two, set pieces or athleticism, you know, we've got to be good at both.
And just looking back on Saturday from our point of view briefly, and in particular the red card for Josh March, does that rule him out of Boxing Day's trip through suspension? And second of all, how is he, and how do you manage a player when they are sent off? He was visibly upset, obviously, after receiving the red card, but in slightly controversial circumstances as well.
Yeah, he's okay. He contacted me yesterday, and he's a good lad, you know, and we've all made mistakes, but actually on this occasion, you know, I wanted to watch the incidents, and I didn't think it was a mistake, you know. So he was sorry about something that actually it was a poor decision from the ref, and that's what's cost him and ultimately the team, because on a day like that, which is hideous conditions, certainly going down to 10 men against top of the league didn't help our chances. But the lads deserved a lot of credit. Watched it back, and they tried to pass it in difficult circumstances, and it could even then have been a narrow scoreline, and so we came out with a bit of credit.
There was a few absences from our squad on Saturday in attack, really. Eno Ento, Admiral Musgrave and James Daly all missed out. What can you tell us about the reason behind their absences?
Well, all injuries. Yeah, I'm not going to play injured players. JD pulled out of training on Thursday with his hamstring injury, and the other two, a groin injury and another muscle injury, unfortunately for Eno. So, yeah, if you're injured, you can't play.
And are any of those a little bit closer to being back and being selected?
Addy's training, I believe, today. So we'll check him out during training. And I don't know, you know, he's not going to be fit for the weekend. James Daly, yeah, hopefully he'll be fine.
And we're a matter of days away now from the January transfer window. Can you give us a little bit of an insight into the club's plans for the next month?
Yeah. So we've agreed a deal with one team and a player for him to come in immediately, start January. Very good player, and we're excited about that one, and we're excited that we're in talks with a couple more, you know, to strengthen us up and reinforce us, and get a couple back from injury, get a couple of new players in, and a few players like Matty Daly and James Daly back into the fold, and you know, things looking up.
Thank you.
Cheers.